Let me say that I am so happy today, but I'm not happy with the government, with the men and women in the position. I remember in March, on the 20th day of March, when the leader of the opposition, after all the rallies that were held by the Azimio team, and they told the citizens that they were going to remove President Ruto from power. And I looked at it, and the spirit was high among the citizens of Kenya, and they were ready, and they were told that they were ready to pay the ultimate price, that they were ready to die, that they were ready to be humiliated, to be jailed, to be killed, to be tortured for the citizens of this country. And the citizens believed, and people were happy, and people were ignited, and they loved that. And on the 20th, I woke up very early in the morning, and if not my family, I could also be in the road. Then I was watching from the YouTube, the one who told us that he is going to liberate the country. We were facing, there was high cost of living until now, and it was of good choice for liberation to happen. And I thought it was good for all of us. Until it was at noon, when he was having a lunch, at Serena Hotel. Then he comes out, someone who was ready to pay the ultimate price, to change, to liberate our country, was denied an access to the CBD. People travel from Kisumu, some travel from different parts of the country, because they knew that we were going to be liberated, that the Azimio coalition will get the government, and that things will change, they believed. And in the twinkle of an eye, there was disruption. There were chaos everywhere in all the parts of the country. And it was unpleasant to see the state in this country. And let me say that the reason why I have called for this, and the reason why I'm talking, is that we have to wake up to reality. The day we will wake up to reality and to stop these men and women from using us, we have to start it today. And what is interesting is that we were told to go unarmed, yet the citizens were killed. People were injured, tortured, and they were in a bulletproof machines. And they hid, and they ran away, and the citizens were tear gassed, and some were tortured, killed, arrested. Is that how we must liberate our country? No, it will not happen. It cannot happen, and it is not going to happen. We must say no to the political theorists that we are lining ourselves on. And what I mean is that even the men and women in the government are misusing power. Today, there are no shortage of thieves in the government. There are no shortage of thieves in the Azimio, and it is the truth. Patrice Lumumba, professor, says that we must call them by their names and say they are thieves, and we must call them by their names. And we do not fear. No. And somehow they have showed that indeed they are very selfish. Today, the men and women in the position are using the high cost of living today in Kenya and the high cost of the prices of commodities in our country as a political platform for campaigns of the 2027 election. That when we told you guys that you have to elect someone else, you took this one, and now that this one has no idea to rule, that now you will suffer. But remember, 2027 we will be there. Who told them? And even if the men and women in the position could be in the government, the truth is that life and the cost of living will be still high. That is the truth. So let us wake up to reality and try to negotiate, try to differ and share the ideas. Because if it is true that the men and women, the opposition love us, they are capable of releasing and donating millions of money to reduce the high cost of living. They are capable. They own billions. They own major businesses. They have accounts outside the country. And even the men and women in the power, the citizens of this country, and I am happy because we have begun to realize that indeed next election we are going to use our own idea and our own thinking in a way that we are going to elect men and women who are ready to serve us. And as I conclude, let me say that even today, if the Azimio coalition was of good faith to the citizens of this country, they could offer the government the solutions. And to maybe even in their manifestos, it is allowed that they go and share with the government, and they tell them that for us, we thought it would be like this, and for us, we would do it like this. But they do not know. They want the government down. And when it is down, it is Kenya that is down and the citizens of us. Let us be against any tribal hatred and corruption in our country. I want to tell the government and the people in the opposition that that is the duty of them who are in the position of honor and privilege to change Africa. And it is not only in Kenya, it is for all of us. And it's their duty to ensure that we all be able to stabilize our economy. And that will only happen when we come together as a nation. It cannot be right that when we are doing politics in Africa, we are so much tribal to an extent that when someone is elected somewhere, and even today during the protest, I heard some of them saying that this time round, even the people from the Mount Kenya who have never protested are now protesting. Let us relax. It is because the candidate is not from them. Let us stop the tribal politics and unite. Because Nkrumah in 1963 at the meeting when it was held at Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, and he says that in our disunity we are going to remain weak and we have to unite or perish. You know, that is something that is very true and is happening for us. The people of this country must change, and that is the word of the day. May God bless Kenya.